Well, here we are. It's time to explore a new area of fusion. Pretty exciting. We are going to move into the manufacturing phase of this die that we've designed up here. And yeah, so head up here to the top left-hand corner. You see we are currently in design. And we're going to click on it and head down to manufacture. When you do that, you're presented with some more tools in the ribbon up here. And what we're going to be setting up for is for our laser cutter to cut these pieces. And hopefully when we're done, the die will fit together snugly, but not so snug that it will be too difficult to put together. So the thing we have to understand about the laser is, like any cutting tool, it doesn't cut perfectly without removing material. I don't even know if I said that right. In other words, if we expect it to cut these pieces that we've drawn exactly that size, we have to understand that a cutting tool will remove a certain amount of material as it cuts. So a saw would remove the thickness of the saw blade, and our laser removes the thickness of the light beam or laser beam. Now, lasers are pretty thin, but it still has a thickness, and that thickness is called kerf, K-E-R-F. And so kerf has to be compensated for. If I put all of these pieces as drawn into the laser and had it draw it, then the subtraction of the kerf on all the pieces would mean that the end result would be sloppy fit pieces. We actually have to make some of the pieces bigger so that that missing material can be compensated for. So this is what we're going to do. But before we get started, we have to set something up in Fusion. And that means we have to load a post processor. A post processor is a little program that converts your drawing into machine language that can be understood by the machine you're trying to send it to. Ideally, we would load a post processor that is suitable for our laser. Now, for various reasons, that isn't possible. So we're going to load a different post processor, which will prepare our output to another piece of software, and then we'll go to the laser. So here we go. How do we get this post processor I keep talking about? Well, what you're going to do is head up here to Manage, and under Manage, you're going to go to the Post Library. These are where your post processors are kept. And when you click on it, you're going to go to your My Posts and Local right here. And then up at the top, you should find this little, arrow and page, and it says Import. When you click there, you're going to import a post processor, and this is the one we're going to import. The question is, where do you get it from? Well, you're going to get it from our class website. This is where you found this video. And at the end, it says you will need this file, your DXF post processor. If you click that, it will download a zip file, and the zip file is not what you want. What you have to do is open the zip file, and in here is the post processor. So you're going to have to right click and copy this and put it somewhere that you can find it. So I recommend your documents folder always. That's your folder in your shared drive that's for you. Sorry, not shared drive, the server that's for you. And so in here you should make a folder, by right clicking new folder, or you can create new folder up here. And you're going to call this Drafting 10 if you haven't already got one. If you already have one, just open up your Drafting 10 folder and right click and paste your post processor in there. Once it's there, you'll be able to get rid of that for a moment. You'll be able to go back to your Fusion environment, and you should find your post processor. And where did I put it? I put it in Documents. Wait a minute, here we go. Documents, and I put it in Drafting 10, and there it is. That's what you want to upload. You double click on it and it comes in. Now you see I have two of them because I've already done this on mine, but you should have one that looks like this now. If you've gotten that far, you can hit close, and you now have your post processor installed, and we'll talk about why we need that later, but that's first step. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.